Just another day in America. Politics, politics, fentanyl, rocket ships, scholarships, ownership, partnerships. My partner heard this shit, told me to drop this shit. The 223 came with binoculars. Told her if you love me, tap my name on your esophagus. That's right, you guessed it, dog. A blessing, dog. Raised around text and all. I still try to share extras, y'all. But if I say no, it's like I never said yes at all. I ain't gonna lie, I miss Big Sis in the choir. I miss Pop telling me that we was eye for eye. Roof for a roof, dog. Roof for a roof. He died right in front of me. I still don't know what to do. Told you we are not the same. I am nothing like you. And if I talk about the pain I overcame, a salute.
Not the same. I'm not the same. Not the same. Some things have changed. Oh, I'm not the same. And if I've learned anything, it's that if the world didn't get to know better, it's better get mine.
Truth be told, I used to look up to Rome. He was rapping before me and he was fucking all the hoes. Nigga go work the stove. My big bro was Jay Brown. Shy said only way to come up is to stay down. Plans to get rich, but they ain't come to fruition. Man, I had to pay my shit. I ain't had to pay tuition. 85 South on the way to the gump. I watched the Hawks way back when Dominique double pump. Hit her right quick on the seat. Double pump. Knock a nigga right off his feet. Double pump. Yeah, Dollar was the husband to be. I was the best man. Niggas had that garbage as weed. I had the trash can. Play a circle for life. Nigga never forget it. Now 55-40. We was handling business. God help us accept the things we can't change. From trapping in the rain to on the stage with Wayne.
Not the same. I'm not the same. Not the same. Some things have changed. Oh, I'm not the same. And if I've learned anything, it's that if the world didn't get to know better, it's better get mine.
You know, once you get a little change, they gon' say you changed. But you're not supposed to stay the same. You hear niggas say, man, you know, like, but I'm the same, ain't nothing changed. You know, like, that mentality right there. You know, I can't knock it. You know, I ain't against it. I understand where it's coming from. Shit. Why would I still think the same when the motion different? When the ocean different? When the lotion different?
Not the same, I'm not the same, not the same. Some things have changed, oh, I'm not the same. And if I've learned anything, it's that if the world didn't get to know better, it's better get mine, get mine. Get mine, get mine. Get mine.
Serum in your ear. No more lies, no fear. Tory bringing it clear. Good Trump shifting gears. Podcast like this flames. Spitting truth, breaking chains. Welcome to Orlando, man. Real talk, no games. Truth serum, truth serum, truth serum. We living it, we bringing it. Truth serum, truth serum. Breaking all the lies again. From the street, truth serum.
What is going on, everybody? We are live. We are coming to you. It is RIP TV. It is we on Kick. We're on YouTube simultaneously. We hope you can hear us. I think we're good to go.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm not even gonna introduce you no more, bro. Hey, people know who you are.
Nate Gill,
man.
let's go. You know,
Nate Gill,
thanks for
Nate-
having me always. You know,
Thank
great.
you for coming,
Yeah.
man. Nate Johnny Gill. I like to call him Nate Johnny Gill. We are back today, man. We gonna talk about a little everything. The last time we talked about the basketball tournament this coming weekend.
Right,
We're gonna
this
talk a little
Friday.
bit about that. We're gonna also talk a little bit about what's going on in sports, including some breaking news we just heard before we went live.
Yeah, The Rock is just
We
got
gonna talk
Kevin
about
Durant.
we gonna say and then we also gonna get into a little stuff that we talk off camera about all the time.
Right.
We're gonna talk on camera about a little bit, some life stuff like relationships and all that stuff. So leave your comments. If you want to call in, I'm not gonna put the number public yet, but I'll send it to Nate and he'll send it to y'all if y'all want to call in and discuss something. We here for it. So if you're on YouTube and you comment, we'll put your thing on the screen. If you're on Kick, we will read out your comment because we don't have the capability to put the Kick comment on the screen yet, but that's coming, so don't worry about it. What's going on, man?
Man, we're preparing for this tournament. I mean, it's a big deal. It's about in 5 days. It's Friday. We play at 7 p.m. We have also a golf tournament on Thursday that I'm gonna go and swing a club that I'm not really good at, but have a little fun before you go into the weekend. All this training. Shout out to Coach Shane. Always give me the facility and the the work ethic to be the best basketball player I can be. Shane's like the best trainer that I know. I mean, motivator, great IQ. He got some little kids and they already got D1 scholarships and stuff. It just speaks for itself. He's an amazing coach and teacher. So I appreciate you, Shane. Thank you, bro.
That's what's up, man. Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Shane. We appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. So let's talk about this tournament. You see at the bottom of the screen, it is this Thursday, beginning this Thursday with golf, and then Friday through Sunday with the basketball. Now you've been training, right?
Oh man, I've been training hard.
I see the guns, man.
I got this jersey on that I bought, and it's one of my favorite animes, and they didn't have it in extra large, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get in shape, and I'm gonna fit into that, and I finally feel like I fit into the jersey. I still got a little more work to do. But,
Tell them about this jersey.
Oh, this jersey, it's the Akatsuki. It's Naruto. Any Naruto fans out there, the Akatsuki's the baddest ninja group around. Every member of that group is a handful. They can take 5 ninjas on one for 1v5. Depending on which one it is. So any anime fans, I know a lot of us hoopers love the Japanese cartoons, whereas DBZ, Dragon Ball Z, for anybody that doesn't know what that is, Goku and Vegeta, and then Naruto is the second, comes in second place for me, as that's a very good character development for all the ninjas that they put in this anime.
The ninjas, you mean like ninjas or niggas? Ninjas. I don't wanna make sure.
Nah,
Okay,
ninjas.
Okay.
It's a ninja society.
Okay, I got
and they
you, I
have
got you.
different villages, like the Leaf Village, the Cloud Village, just different villages. But it's the Akatsuki's the rejects of all these guys that can never follow directions, but they're badasses. Itachi, everybody knows Itachi's like the best. But anyway, that's enough about Naruto for the people that don't know. But all you fans out there that are watching, hey man, hit me up about that Naruto. I always love to talk about Japanese cartoons.
That's what's up, man. I used to follow Japanese all the time, and then once you have a kid, everything changes, man. You can't everything you followed, you don't follow no more. And then once they grown it on, then you try to get back into what you was years ago, and now you just lost.
Right.
So I need to get back into my anime. I need to do that. And now this uniform is the color of your team.
Oh yeah, exactly. Red and black. I mean, I'm a big Miami Heat fan. Everybody knows. But the Dobermans are red and black and white.
You a what
if you're
fan?
Miami Heat fan. Yeah, we didn't get KD.
Nah.
But we can't give up Khalil Ware for someone that's only going to be good for 3 years. It's longevity.
Yeah.
Longevity is more important,
That's true.
It's just what it is. I mean, because I don't think we win a championship with KD, so
No.
why go get him? We don't have enough. We got Bam and Hero, and then we would have KD, but nah, that's not good enough.
We gonna get into that in a minute, man. I want to know. So now you doing the training, you got the guns out. The last time I told y'all, 10 points at minimum. 10 points.
I'll get you to 10 points.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'll
Okay.
get to 10 points. I've been
Okay.
training hard. Ever since you said that, I was like, man, Tori put me on the spot, because you can affect the game. You can affect the game in different ways with assists, with steals, with rebounds. But Tori want the points. All right, I'll get you
the
some
point.
points.
Yeah. I'm going to play the game vicariously through you because I can.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I'll send you the link, and let you know the results of when I play on Saturday. Whether we win or lose, You got to go out there and like a Spartan,
Now I'm gonna put this back on the screen. We this was the actual intro photo. You want to tell everybody a little bit about?
Oh yeah,
some
that
of
was
these
back
players?
in 2022. That was pretty much my best tournament money team. Shane's over there behind me in the back in the blue. My trainer / one of the best shooters we have on the team. He just you leave him wide open, it's a mistake. He's in range like Curry,
Yeah.
And then we got Jackson Trapp right there. I believe that number 27. Oh, man, I need my glasses. Look at that. But Jackson Trapp is another bona fide scorer.
Okay.
We got Noel Patterson in the other baby blue to the right, and Noel's been with our team since day one. He's like a big brother to me. He's always there. He's even if he doesn't play, he's coaching. But we played in our first tournament that I qualified for and I hosted as a Dobermans, and he had 42 points just off of 2-pointers. He's really strong. He's the only guy that I know that lifts weights before he plays a game. I'm like, you're not gonna shoot around. He's like, no, I'm gonna lift weights.
Like right before.
Yeah, he's like, I was like,
Wow.
you do you.
Wow.
And then we got Butler right there, right next to Noel. He's our center.
Okay.
He's hit some clutch buckets. He's a seasoned veteran. I won't have him this time. I might be playing against him for what I hear. But best of luck to you, buddy. Then we got Patson Siame right next to him, number 20, which I want to shout out Patson right now. He's still immigration got a hold of him. He's still being held 30 days now. And I feel for that guy. He's been in this country for 10 years and has a degree and everything. And I think it's a little unfair of how, the authorities have treated him, especially him being an amazing person and non-troublemaker.
Yeah.
And then we got Dom right there, number 7. Dom. We go way back. I mean, a lot of these guys are a lot of my friends, but Dom's a bona fide scorer. Shoot first, pass second, always. But I always tell him his passing is just as good as his scoring. But
That's right.
sometimes you don't listen to me.
You're right. You don't let-
He don't listen to me.
See, but you got when that happens, you gotta come with the coach voice. You gotta be like
Right.
this. You gotta be like,
Let me tell you something. As your coach, you pass that ball.
and then you put him in the game. Man.
Damn right. You
know
do
what I'm
that.
saying?
Right,
That's how you
right.
gotta do it. But yeah, man. So we got the QR code for the Zelle. If y'all want to sponsor or support the team anyway. Scan the QR code right there. The flyer on the top right. It's happening this
Right.
weekend, man. So
I got to shout out one more. It's got to be
Go ahead.
Ben Colon, man.
What number is he?
Yo soy Boricua también, and he's top 50 Puerto Rican pro player of all time.
Wow. Which
He's
one is
right
he?
there in the middle, number 5, I believe.
Number 5,
Yeah. He's over in season right now till July playing in Puerto Rico, but I believe he's 42 and still doing it. Still, he's
Right.
not a shell of himself. He's you know, he's a very important piece of whatever team he plays on. So it was a pleasure having him on our squad. But amazing human being. And then Zillion right there, number 10, plays overseas. He's going on vacation. Yo, have fun in Greece, bro.
Greece.
You know, yeah, he told me, he's like, Nate, I ain't gonna be in town to be your point guard. I'm gonna be in Greece. And I was like, man, you do that, bro.
Yeah.
You go have fun out there.
Yeah, exactly.
So there you go.
There you go, man. That's what's up, man. That's the squad, and you know, like I said, you got to hit him with the coach speak. You know, you can't it's got to be.
Pass that ball. Cause if you don't pass the ball, we gonna have problems. You hear me, man? Now get your ass on the bench.
You gotta put it down and let them
man.
understand what's going on. All right, enough of
Hilarious.
that. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit!
New soundboard.
There you go,
This is what we
man.
do.
There you go. Oh, let's also put this out too. Let's let them know. Here's all the information, the team mission, uniforms, everything, man. That y'all can support. And this is on the new website as well.
Right. If
You
you
know?
want to give any donations, I do have my sponsors, but if anybody wants to give any donations and you know, sponsor a player, anything helps. You know, there's some guys that are really talented that would fly from across the nation to come play, and this helps out with their hotel sometimes, because a lot of these guys, they don't have their contracts. They could make good money, but they need the opportunity. So that's, again, this is what the team's about, putting them on the map and seeing if you know, I can help them,
Right.
you know, accomplish their goals and dreams and being a pro player, whether it's in Greece or Barcelona, Mexico, wherever it is, maybe the G League, NBA, whatever it is. But that's really my goal from this. But I appreciate all you guys, and shout out to Rock and Brews for being one of our main sponsors, and always we're gonna be there a lot, you know. So big things
Yes,
are coming
indeed.
in the future of, you know, when we do a lot of events and things like that.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Y'all hear it, man. It is next. It is this weekend. Coming up. You see, the info's gonna stay at the bottom during the whole show, so y'all can go to the website and also, you know, support the team. You can also reverse this if you didn't get the QR code. Just rewind and you'll get it right there. Now let's get into some sports. You are a basketball. We talked about aficionado,
Yeah,
and before we came on the air, alert was sent
right.
about a major trade.
Right.
Fill everybody in case they don't know.
I mean, the Rockets traded for KD. I like that KD's on the Rockets, but I think they gave up too much. You gave up your young talent, Jalen Green. Dylan Brooks is a bona fide defender, even though he's annoying as hell. No one likes him, like Draymond Green. But he is that guy that you want on your team, but not against you. And you gave your number 10th pick of the draft. Like, that's so much you just gave up for somebody that is 37. And look, I get it. He's like LeBron James. He's an amazing talent. But longevity-wise, you gave up your future.
You gave up your whole future, dog.
Your whole future for
37-year-old
right.
who's not really gonna put a dent in your season
Nah.
one way or the other because he didn't do it in Phoenix
No, and
under
then
3 head coaches.
And then he's in the West. Like, the West is so hard. Like, you got the Golden State Warriors in there. You got, like, the Lakers are always somehow relevant. The Denver Nuggets with Jokic. I mean, it goes on with, and then OKC that's playing tonight, the Thunder. Like, they are going to be good for a long time. And why? Because they stacked up draft picks. They didn't give them away for a KD. That's how you got a SGA, you know, in a trade. You got 4 picks and SGA for Paul George. I know the Clippers are still kicking themselves for that one.
Gotta be.
Like, you know, like, and Shea is a Kentucky guy. I've always been a John Calipari fan, and he was the recruiter and head coach of Kentucky, and everybody, Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Davis, Devin Booker. Like, you can go endlessly. Who he recruited is a superstar in the NBA. So, I mean, like, look, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. You should have known that Shea, like, give him some time, and he'll develop. But, you know, the Thunder took a chance on him, and look at him now.
Look
They're in
at
the
him
finals.
now. Look at him now. He's the league MVP, right? He won MVP.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, who are you taking tonight?
Taking the Pacers.
You taking the Pacers?
I'm taking the
Wow,
Pacers.
Okay. Why?
I just I don't know, man. They have a more team aspect, and I think that when somebody said Tyrese Halliburton was overrated, they really woke up a demon in that guy. And I think that his teammate love him so much and want to prove everybody so badly that they are here, and it wasn't an accident. And no matter if they win or lose tonight, I'll tell you this: the Pacers had a hell of a run. I thought the Miami Heat had a nice run when they beat the Boston. They played against Denver, but nah, man, like the Pacers have done did it, and everybody knew that OKC was gonna be in the finals, but nobody would have picked the Pacers. I'm sorry to say, nobody was like, yeah, the Pacers are gonna be there, unless you're a diehard Pacers fan. You're like, delusional. You're like, yeah, they're gonna be there, right? Like Cowboy fans.
like the Pacers just came out of the blue, and I'm gonna tell you, like you said.
Right.
Rick Carlisle's one hell of a coach.
Oh my God, yes. And that is the most look. And you have a coach like that versus a rookie coach. That alone. And he beat the Miami Heat with LeBron James, Bosh, and Wade.
This dude, I'm gonna tell you how great he is, because his first stint in Indiana, do we remember? He made them great. They didn't go as far, but they had no stars, and they were a good team.
I believe they had Ron Artest and Jermaine O'Neal, and they were the stars, but
they overachieved under Rick Carlisle.
I mean, they pissed off the Pistons enough after they won the championship that whole fight with.
Oh yeah.
Because remember, the Pistons just came off a championship, and then they played the Pacers, and the Pacers like, man, we're gonna beat up on you guys, and they were winning that game and got under their skin, and that's how Ben Wallace with that push.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember that shit like yesterday.
Bro, I'm like,
it's crazy. They go in the stands, just starts beating on
what was that? The Malice at the Palace, right?
Malice at the Palace. Anybody can look that up now. That is the craziest NBA fight.
Then he
ever.
goes to Dallas and beats LeBron and the unbeatable Miami Heat.
Yeah, and that was my team.
coaching.
I was so heartbroken. Like, you had Dirk Nowitzki, but that's all you had, and a whole bunch of veterans, and Jason Terry hitting threes in the corner.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
Like,
and now he's back to Indiana,
right?
And they're on the brink of a championship tonight. This guy has to go down. I'm talking about, he's in Phil Jackson territory. Phil Jackson won 11, but this man has done it with two teams as well. How many coaches done it with two teams? Phil Jackson,
yeah, for sure.
Pat Riley,
yeah,
was done with two teams.
I'm trying to think. That's a very hard task
Listen,
to even accomplish.
only in our era. Now don't go back to the 70s and shit. In modern day. Pat Riley, Phil Jackson, and if he does it tonight, him.
Right.
I can't think of any other head coaches who have done that.
No.
With two different teams.
I'm trying to even go with it's enough of accomplishment to even have one.
Yeah.
But and who he beat is the thing. Because sometimes you get lucky and there's injuries and you get kind of handed a championship. But nah. Both of the ones, if he wins tonight, you gotta put him in the Hall of Fame. Even like top 5 because of who he beat. You got Greg Popovich, in my opinion, is probably number 1 for me. Even though that Phil Jackson, but you got to look at what Pop had versus what Phil had.
That's true.
And Phil had Kobe.
Oh my God.
He had Kobe. He had Jordan. Okay.
Imagine if Pop had them. They probably won 10 in a row.
And Pop had Tim Duncan, but Timmy was just like fundamental sound. Timmy. Nobody ever picked Timmy to do nothing.
Right. He just went out.
And he developed Kawhi Leonard too.
Yeah, Kawhi.
And then they beat the Miami Heat, my team again. He was LeBron James' kryptonite.
Yo.
Like, LeBron James would curse at the free throw, like, damn, this guy's subbing in right now. Fuck.
Man, the Miami Heat are I compare them to the San Francisco 49ers. And here's what I mean. Because I'm an NFL guy, so that's really the only sport I can compare it to. Yeah. But the Miami Heat, gotta come in here. Okay.
Kobe.
Kobe. Man, you know what?
That's my sis.
Let me tell you something. Kobe.
Hey, yeah, Kobe.
Kobe is one of the most. He's one of the most underrated players. All this LeBron talk, you forgetting Kobe.
They never having the conversation of the greatest of all time, which is crazy.
It's crazy. Nobody thought Kobe would win another title when Shaq left. He won 2.
Right.
He went to the finals 3 times and won 2 of them.
And RIP to him, you know, like he's a legend. I mean, honestly, I always respected him, but you hated when he played your team. I remember this one game that Dwayne Wade was guarding him, and he shot this shot, and it like literally went barely over Dwayne Wade's middle finger. It goes in, buzzer beater, goes off the backboard, goes in, and Dwayne Wade's like, I couldn't do. I did everything I could do, and I was so pissed. I was like,
everybody, I'm gonna tell you, and y'all can laugh, you can call me, you can say whatever you want. Michael Jordan is number 1.
right, 100%.
Number 1.
No, yeah.
Number 2 is Kobe.
Kobe
And LeBron
Kobe
are
doing
either
work.
or tie, but Kobe doesn't get the respect because everybody's so focused on LeBron and shit. Kobe doesn't get the respect. He won those 2 straight titles by himself without Shaq. He had a good team, but not a team that you consider a dream team.
And he grabbed Paul Gasol, a really good center, and speak Spanish, by the way, to him and text him, hey, you ready to win this championship in Spanish, you know?
Man.
And put the work in for that and battle the Boston Celtics with KG, with Ray Allen in his prime, with Ray John Rondo, you know, Paul Pierce, even though Paul Pierce be acting a fool all the time on film.
That boy.
Well, man, you think he better than Dwayne Wade? 3 championships is more than 1, buddy.
That boy. Hey, look, I don't know. Paul, look, he need to go into coaching or something because after his career, he flipped. Dog. I don't know.
I know.
Something
And
turned off in his head. And
he's a Kansas guy.
He's having live strippers on stream, and
that's how he got fired. He got fired from ESPN for that one.
Paul,
how you do that?
And then the Washington Wizards. I'm not saying my team anymore. My team is Orlando. Okay, I've officially transitioned.
Oh, that's another thing.
Let's talk about that trade.
Oh my gosh, that
do you
is.
think?
I think that's even bigger than the Kevin Durant trade because look, the Magic. I've been in Florida my whole life. Okay, and I used to be a Magic fan. Tracy McGrady. When you trade my favorite player away, then you trade away Dwight Howard. You kind of get, and then Shaq walks. You kind of give up, and then Tim Duncan was supposed to be playing with T-Mac, and because Tim Duncan couldn't bring his kids on the charter flight, he said, okay, I'm not just going to sign with San Antonio. And I would just been like, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Whatever you want your kids on the flight, we'll make that happen.
Exactly.
That's all you had to do. But anyway, we'll go back to the Magic. They traded for Desmond Bane, and they got rid of a bad contract, I feel. Like, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope was a great player, but not $65 million where they overpaid him. And they took him from Denver. And I think the Magic have this thing where they take all the Denver players after they've proven, hey, I'm a good player on Denver. Just look at it. Just look at the history. They always take Denver players. But they traded for Desmond Bane, and Desmond Bane makes, I think, $225 million 5 years. So he's a big-time player. But if I tell an average fan, hey, you know who Desmond Bane is? They'd be like, who the hell is that? This guy can score. He's strong. I think he's about 6'5", 6'6". He can flat out
and he's
shoot
only
that,
what,
shoot that
27,
thing.
26?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they got rid of nothing for him. Like, I'm like, Memphis, you gave them, like, thank you. Because, like, that's right in my backyard. I'll go watch a game. He's a great shooter. Like, my gosh, like, he's an amazing guy. And then he's going to help Pablo Banchero. You don't want Pablo Banchero to walk.
No.
Pablo Banchero has the opportunity. I mean, he has the potential to be number 1 in the league or top 3 in the league. Like, he's very talented, 6'10", 6'11", can do it all, but he needs some help. And Desmond Bane's going to give him that. And guess what? Desmond Bane being there, he's not going to walk away. He's probably going to sign a big supermax deal, close to $1 billion. I'm not lying. That's how much the NBA is improving and all that. Like, Anthony Edwards is looked to make when his next contract comes up is $1 billion, like Ohtani.
Man,
but
let me say this.
with 5 years, though, not 10 years, 5 years broken down.
Let me
That's
say
crazy.
this. I don't know nothing about none of this shit as far as the trades. But I will say this. I will be going to more Magic games this year. That's gonna happen. I'm going this year.
We got the Bright Line, too, to go see the Miami games. Don't be leaving us out, all right?
Yo, I remember I took the Bright Line. I took the Bright Line to see the Miami Marlins play. I just, man, forget the Marlins, but I just went there for the stadium is nice, Miami.
Oh, I went there, yep.
The stadium, but the team sucks monkey balls.
If you ever go over there, have some coffee. That coffee over there,
good.
Gypsella can vouch for me on this. That coffee's so good. I was so tired. I was at the game with Gypsella, and I was like, she's like, this Panamanian player, he's so good. I was just like, I'm about to fall asleep. Like the Devil Rays are, beating these guys down. We was Devil Rays versus Marlins.
The two worst teams in the league, with nobody shows up.
Their uniforms look good though.
They need to come to Orlando. But I heard down that a new owner is about to sign off, and the Rays are going to stay in Tampa. That's not.
Well, Fernando gave me other insight.
Do you care to share?
I can care to share, right?
Share.
Hey, big bro, you watching? Shout out to Fernando Smith.
Yeah. Fernando, you buying the team?
Yeah. He got insight on. We getting Jacksonville Jaguars in Orlando, and
for one season though.
Well, it might be Burnham.
They're building a new stadium in Jacksonville.
Well.
And they've already.
Well, I mean, you got to interview him. Maybe he'll tell you more things. That I think, he'll give you some insight because he told me some stuff. But I mean, I think that's the next thing you got to do.
That sounds
He's itching
good.
for this, He's like, I want to hang out. I want to shoot the shit with Tori on the mic,
I'm down with that.
You know
I'm always down with that. Jacksonville NFL, as much as I love the NFL too. Now look, Baltimore Ravens. That's where my heart is. Okay. I'm never going to not be a Ravens fan.
He played for your team. He played for your team.
Hey, look, and anybody that plays for my team, anybody that's played for my team, whether it's a season or 12 seasons, you a Raven for life. Period.
Oh yeah.
All right, but I'm gonna tell you, if the Jaguars become the Orlando Jaguars, it's
a wrap.
I don't never have two teams. But okay. I will in this instance.
Bro, we're gonna have so many sports teams in Orlando. Like it's gonna boost jobs. Like we already have all the theme parks. They're bringing everything here. Like all we need is a hockey team.
Well, somebody told me some people were concerned about the Rays coming here because how miserable the attendance is for the Rays and the Miami Marlins. And people saying Florida is not a baseball city. And that we're full of tourists. And here's
fair weather fans, is what they call them.
Fair weather, it's just tourists. Like the Raiders. You remember when they were in Oakland? Nothing but Raider fans. They move to Vegas. What happened? The visiting team has more fans than the Raiders. For the Raiders, you never thought that would happen. So the same concern, people are like, well, you can't. Orlando's a tourist town. You're just gonna have fair weather tourists cheering for your team. I don't get that here. If you go to the Orlando Magic, these are diehard fans.
They are and they aren't. I mean, I feel like, look, this is what I'll say about it because I'm a Florida guy. I've been here for 35 years. Look, the Miami Heat, they expect greatness like the Lakers expect greatness of their teams, right? Now, the Orlando Magic are like, we're going to support you with your 0-82 or 82-0 because it's something to do, okay? They don't know anything about but they're going to support. So, like, they show a lot of love for Orlando, but I can't have, look, it's like UCF versus UF, right? UCF has come up in football as of now. But when you go to a UF game, they're talking strategy when they're getting, at tailgates, getting messed up, right? At UCF, it's like, let's just get messed up. We don't know if we're going to win or lose. It's the same concept. But when you have an organization that demands greatness out of your players and will trade for a Desmond Bain or what have you, now I'm starting to think, okay, they're starting to be serious now because you will see. Because the Miami Heat is like, look, if I tell you got to be 200 pounds coming into training camp, you're 210, go home and come back in 2 weeks. And if you're not ready,
Pat Riley don't play that.
If you're not ready, then don't come back.
Pat Riley don't play that.
Right, but the Orlando Magic is like, yo, you can get in shape, in training camp and during the season, you'll be all right. And you can't have that.
Pat Riley don't play that shit.
Right,
you know
and Pat Riley, I have a love-hate relationship with you, man. I love the Don, but damn, man, be treating Dwayne Wade and Jimmy Butler, man, not so good. Not so good. Not so good, man.
Well, yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. Before we go to this break, I do want to say, you see these headphones I have on today? These headphones.
Yeah, they're nice.
I want to welcome Audio-Technica to the team. And these headsets are
they
are
need
from
to sponsor
them.
you.
Okay, and I want y'all to check out this video and then click the link in the description and get yourself some of these. If you plan on doing it keeps the noise out. I can move my head. You know, when you have a microphone, you move your head. You kind of people kind of what you say that. Say that in the mic. With this, I don't have to do that. When we go out and do sports events or broadcast from anywhere, I keep the noise out and my co-host in,
There you
and
go.
you hear us loud and clear. So we're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we're gonna get into some stuff we did a while ago.
A relationship.
Some life and relationship
You're right,
stuff.
right.
Ladies, if you're listening,
Yeah, shout out to all the girls watching for our benefit and that know us and because the sports. I know you ladies aren't all about sports. We about to change it up for you guys.
change
and
it up for you.
Got a
and
recommendation. They wanted to hear some of this, right, Tori?
They wanted to hear some of this,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know. You might not like one of us anymore after this, but
yeah.
we're gonna keep it real. All right? Check this out from Audio-Technica. Click the link in the profile if you want a microphone, headphones, and the price for you won't change, but I do get a little cut. So check it out, and we will be.
Yeah, show some love. Thanks,
Show some
guys.
love. Be
Appreciate
right
you
back.
guys.
How's everyone doing tonight? How's everyone doing tonight?
Sorry about
No,
that.
it's okay.
There we go.
I can barely hear you on the
Now,
mic.
now
yeah.
we good.
Hey, we good.
We
yeah,
good
yeah,
now.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. I had the thing. You know, you go to the bathroom. Let me tell you something before we get into this. The older you get, the bathroom trips are not as fast as they used to be. Here's something y'all ladies don't understand this. Any guy that pees and he's out in less than a minute, it's just something he's not clean.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the drip and the dribble, you know what I'm saying? You got to make sure that's taken care of, you know what I'm saying? And then when you rush out, because this has happened to me a long time ago, this is why I take my time. You rush out and you zip your pants. I got caught in the zipper one time. Have you had that happen before?
I think we all have.
Oh.
Like anybody, that is like the learning of being a man. Even when you're a kid, you're like, cause you just learn how to get dressed. Like, oh my God, that's the worst.
That shit. And let me say something to the people who make zippers. And part, if y'all don't like cursing, you might want to tune out at this particular time. Whoever the fuck made these sharp ass zippers, dog. These zippers are sharp, like knives and shit. You know what I'm saying? Why would you make a zipper like that? Why? Why make zippers anyway? Just give me a string and I'll tie the shit up and I'm good. These zippers are evil. They're evil. Sometimes they don't go all the way up and they zip down. And if you're in a rush, you gotta pull your zip. Oh my, that shit is. I thought I was gonna die.
Sometimes you forget and then just stuff's just hanging
Right,
out.
and you don't know if you should move. If you move, it might cut. If you don't, you can't. So you have to finagle, and then you loud and shit. People like, what's going on in there? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's if women talk about pregnancy and different things like that, and we love you for doing that, but this is like there's some struggles that men gotta deal with that is like a daily basis. That is like we can pee standing up, but I mean it comes at a cost.
Let me tell you, y'all bleed once a month, or y'all bleed for a week, or whatever. Nothing. Having a baby can't be worse than getting your joint caught up in the zipper.
I won't go that far.
I'm going that far.
I don't want to have a kid between my legs.
Can you imagine if we had kids where the kid would come from? Oh my God.
Oh man.
Okay, let me stop.
Let's change this.
It's like you have as I said again, this is TVMA for y'all watching right now. It's like if you have you with your girl or whatever, and she's performing the fellatio or whatever, and it's a sharp tooth. You know what I'm saying? And it scrapes again. Imagine that times 10. That's what the zipper for you fellas who haven't had the zipper experience yet.
I think everybody has. I mean,
you having this coming.
Maybe I'm accident prone. I don't know. I mean, I did it probably. I didn't go back to kindergarten or first grade so many times on accident. It's just bound to happen. You get in a rush and you get caught up in there.
I'm gonna tell you what's funny about it. I had a phobia of it ever since I watched that movie. It's a movie. I forgot what the movie was. I think it's Dumb and Dumber. I think.
Oh my gosh!
And one of them went to the bathroom.
Jim Carrey's so funny.
And maybe it's the wrong movie. If y'all know the movie, correct me. But he went in the bathroom and caught his joint up in the zipper, and they had to call the ambulance. The 911 to get him. Like, oh my, that's an evil thing.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Let's move.
Let's
this is
move on.
hurting me for other people that are doing it. We gotta change the subject.
Yeah,
you
I'm
mentally
sorry,
hurting me right now.
I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna have
Trust
some
me.
therapy after this.
I didn't mean. Yeah, it's. I'm telling you, man, it's just an evil thing, and just seeing if y'all on YouTube will kick.
So you and I, like a lot of people don't know. They ask me a lot of times how we're best friends and how we know each other, and I tell them that I joined a singles group and I got some blessings on me with some really good men in my life. Shout out to Manny Wong as well too, man. Love you too. But Tori and Manny Wong, I met you guys in the Orlando singles group, and you guys have both been like pretty much if I could say that I have a posse or people that I really vibe with all the time as you guys, and it's not even about age. It's not nothing about that. It's like when you get older and you're out of school and stuff like that, it doesn't matter. It's just like who vibes with you, who's genuinely there for you.
Right.
Who can you rely on if your car breaks down, if you're under depression, whatever, who's gonna bring you out of that? Who's gonna step up? Manny and Tori, my guys, you know.
Hey man, I feel the same about you because let me put it like this. Moving down here, and I'm about to do something I haven't done in a while, and we're gonna go live on Facebook. Well, never mind. We're gonna go live on Facebook, and we're live on Facebook now. How long I stay live on Facebook is another story. But regardless,
you be in a Facebook jail.
man, let me
Behave. I don't know what you've been doing, but
been doing
it's
shit.
like Manny. Hey, Manny, stop getting banned on League of Legends so we can keep playing ranked.
Man, I ain't been doing. Look,
He been talking all that shit to people and they report him. He's like, I don't report him. I was like, well, if you want to talk trash to somebody, you probably should report them too for saying bad stuff to
saying
you.
bad
So
shit.
they go in jail too, not just you,
No.
my guy. And he's like,
No.
no. I just like talking trash. And I was just like, well, you got to pay for your account to get out of fucking jail on this video game. But
Man,
anyway,
let me-
we'll go back to what you were saying.
no. You speaking of this Facebook, and look, I have
Yeah.
ADHD, so you switch a subject, I'm on that subject into the next one. So sometimes I need that. And I by heart, I'm a producer. I'm normally behind the camera. So
Right.
when I'm on the camera, you gotta. It's crazy. I'm normally directing people, but nobody's directing me, so I have to keep my thing on focus. But I'm gonna tell you this: Facebook sucks. I'm tired of Facebook. Facebook has put me in jail many times, not because of my I think somebody just don't like and they just report my shit.
Right. And it just takes one or two people just to
Yeah.
report you. They could be frenemies.
Frenemies, I don't
or joking. It could be
Or
me.
joking, yeah.
It could be me just reporting Tori.
See?
Man, he's out of
And
control.
they don't tell you who reported it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, don't tell who
Right.
did it, but like, I did this. Watch. You could be so mad.
Like I posted something last night, right?
Uh-huh.
And I had to delete it real quick. I said, oh shit, this might get me in jail. So I really don't post on Facebook.
Yeah, I seen it.
anymore.
I was like ready to just put the it's me, bro. It's me.
See, I said no. Let me remove this shit before I get put in the jail of
Yeah.
Facebook. But no, so going back, we talked about the zipper. Sorry, I get off topic
right.
real quick, y'all. Y'all been watching me for years. You know I wrote. So let's talk about this relationship shit. And something I know people hear relationship all the time. And it's a tired subject, but
I mean, we got a request earlier today that from our first podcast we did when I was single and just you know you wanted to interview me and you interviewed me and asked like, what do I look for when I'm single and in this group because we met in this single group,
right.
And it's different things, you know, depending on your age. And, you know, the guys in our group are a little bit younger than the women. But in this era, in general, like, I'm an old soul, as you say.
Yeah.
I look for genuinism and consistency. I think
For
that's
what was the first word you said?
Genuinism and
I like
consistency.
that. I like when people make up words.
Oh, yeah.
Genuinism. That is a word, but I just never heard it. But go ahead, my bad.
But, you know, consistency, because honestly, like, after somebody is in 15 minutes, like you know, like they're physically beautiful, but what else do they offer me? Are they gonna be there when they say they're gonna be there? If you set up a date, are they gonna respect your time? And when you become, I'm 35, and people say, "Oh, Nate, you're young and all that," but no, like, my time is valuable, just like yours is, and you want to make sure whoever you're gonna spend that time with, that they're gonna respect your time. And I feel like older women respect time because they've been there, done that. They might even have kids. They might even been married, so they know they have a schedule. So if they say they're gonna be there at 5:30, they're gonna be there because that's the only time they can give. So for me, I'm a very organized person. I like when I'm gonna say I'm gonna be here. If you're a little late, that's cool. But the fact that if you say you're gonna be somewhere, you're there. That's number one for me, and that's changed over time. Even with that first interview that you had with me, like now I'm like, that's my number one thing: consistency.
Yeah. That is important, but I will say, consistency is extremely important
100%.
on both sides.
Right.
But here's it. I will say this too, as men. Now, what we talking about age, right?
Yeah.
Well, let me just say this: not all age is. Just because someone is older or younger, I've learned in my times that really don't have shit to do with it, because I've seen people in their 50s with the mentality of a high school person.
This is very true. As we've
I'm like,
seen in
you're,
our
you're
group.
the number attached to the years you've been on this planet have nothing to do with your mentality. Because some people, the number of years you've been on this planet normally don't have shit to do with the anticipation or the expectation of how you're going to act.
Right.
It just doesn't, because I've seen a lot of people in their 50s and around my age who have the mentality of being a senior in high school.
Right. Like, I honestly, not to give away your age or anything like that, but I have friends around the same age as you, and they have this ideology. I wouldn't even say friends. I say acquaintances when I go out. They're friends of my friends. They have this ideology they can be a bachelor forever. And I think that's an illusion, that you're chasing, because when you date somebody that is younger in their 20s, because you want to make yourself feel better when you're 50, maybe 55, 60, that might make your self-esteem feel better, and trophy wife or whatever, or trophy girlfriend, if you will. But at the end of the day, it's like you can't be a bachelor forever, and
No.
nobody wants an endless dating cycle. No matter what they say, everybody wants that girl to come home to.
Exactly.
I don't give a damn who you are, but if you don't want to admit that stuff, like you're just in denial. Everybody likes that girl or that guy to come back home to that they can call theirs, and that's their piece.
That and exactly. So
Right.
here's my thing. I'm trying to do something here on the Facebook end, but well, I can't.
Let me
let
let
me
me
just
bring
say
this.
this.
Oh, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I will say this. I think it has a lot to do with your mentality. I think.
Yeah.
Just because I've been on this planet longer than you doesn't always mean I've seen more than you.
Correct.
It also doesn't necessarily mean I know more than you. I've just been here longer than you. And some instances, it is about that I have seen more. It just depends on the actual person.
I think the category is what it is, right? You might have, like, for instance, I'm a basketball guy. I'm in the security industry. You're in. This is your soccer field, right? What we're doing right now is you've been doing it for a
Man,
long
what-
time, for
what
like
is-
half your life, maybe more, right?
19 years now?
Right. So this is you're my sensei, right? Like, because you have been doing it for so long, and I'm gonna ask you, what have you been through, and what do you know? Because it's a respect thing. It's like, and just like if you're to buy a camera for security, you're like, yo, Nate, is this a good one?
Right. Because
And
I
I'll
don't know.
and I'll tell you, right? But same thing with me. If I'm about a soundboard or a camera for podcasts, I'm like, yo, Tori, like, is this a good one? Can I buy this generic one and still get the same quality out of, the
Well-
one that I'm going to get over here, right? And that would be a question to ask
That
you.
would be the smart thing to do. But you have a lot of people
Right.
who ego get involved, their pride gets involved, and they want to be known as know-it-alls. They know how you gonna tell me
Right.
what to do and what I'm doing, and you just started this shit, and you just know it all. At that point, you have to let them have their day, and like, okay, you got it.
And
But at the same time, when it comes to experience, it's a pride thing. You got to be like, hey, what should I do? I don't know shit about security. So, it's cameras and all that. So if I need that, I'm gonna come to you.
right.
Me being 47, which is my age, and you being your age, has nothing to do
35.
with it. You've done it. You've done this. You know the game.
Yeah,
I don't.
and shout out to my dad, Nelson Gill. Like, he's taught me so much. I mean, he's been so patient with me throughout my whole life. And I was always a slow learner, but when I get that, when I learn it like for good.
right.
And he's always had that. He knows that he's always had that motivation and positive affirmations for me. Like, you'll get it, Nate. Don't worry. Like, I remember I couldn't even crimp a camera wire. And I was
don't
thinking in
even
my
know what the hell
mind,
you talking about right now.
RJ45 for any of the nerds out there. I couldn't do it's just basically the internet cable that you plug in. You plug it into a camera. It's power over Ethernet. It's PoE. I never thought that I would be able to do that on my own at an efficient level. And at this point in time, because he's been so patient with me, I'm just as good as him or maybe better.
Mm.
But he's like I said, he's my sensei, so
He's your
I'm
sensei,
never
yeah.
better than him, you know.
Yeah.
You're right, like right.
Young boy, what you talking about?
Right,
You know?
exactly. But he's
So-
taught me he's been so patient with that, and I appreciate him. He's my boss / my partner in crime. We run a business together, but I wouldn't want it anywhere different, you know. And you know, he's a great father. I mean, raised 4 kids, sacrificed so much for us, and shout out to you, Dad.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Let me tell you one thing. So we will talk about this relationship thing,
Right.
and the whole age thing. At the end of the day, man, it's about the mentality of the person. To me, it's all
Correct.
about how this person and how you feel around this person. You have to block out the noise, and at the end of the day, it's about the age thing. And now I'm not gonna bullshit. You know, I'm 47. I'm not gonna date an 80-year-old.
Correct.
I
Well,
just-
you have your
you-
parameters.
I have
whether
my
it's higher,
parameters.
higher or lower. You have the lowest you'll
Yeah.
go and the highest you'll go.
It's your preference. You should know that
Right.
ahead of time.
Right.
But you know, when it comes to that, I'm gonna tell you, me personally, my whole outlook on it has changed. As the older I get, I don't care about your body. I don't care about this big old behind you may have or think you
Right.
have. I don't care about how fine you are. How many my whole thing now, as I've gotten older, is, are you funny? And that sounds very, very simple, but I love a girl with a sense of humor.
Yeah, no,
Oh my
that's
God,
a
that
good,
shit is
that's a,
sexy.
that's a good thing, man. Like, I mean, I like you alluded to just now. Like, when you're younger, you look for the aesthetics like that are right there in front of you.
Right.
But you know, as anybody knows, beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. And I think the longer you spend with somebody and get to know them,
Right.
you know, even if to everybody else are not as beautiful to them that they are to you, you know them better.
You know,
They know if somebody can say an inside joke to you and make you laugh, and you have a crap day. That right there is
That's a
what
beautiful
you're
thing, man.
talking about, right?
That's a
that
beautiful
can, like,
thing.
you know, Tori's having a bad day. I'm gonna make him laugh when he comes home. She's the only one that can do it.
Exactly.
I can't even do it, and I'm gonna be upset about that. I'm just playing.
Well, number one,
I'll be
hold on,
jealous.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
You know,
I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
I like women.
Right.
Yeah, just put this-
So do I.
We all-
But you know, I think that's something that everybody looks for, whether it's a male or female, like someone that can make them laugh. Also,
Yeah.
that also takes their, like, we go back again, takes your time very seriously, because wasted time is worse than wasted money.
Oh, wait.
And nobody wants to waste money, but
No.
right. But when you really think about it, if you waste your time, it's even worse than that. You really break it down. So
We're going to get into something in a minute in which I'm going to cut the Facebook stream off because I know
you want to go to jail.
I'll go to jail for saying this. But I will say this. I'm going to say this. And if y'all watching on Facebook, this is a rare time I go live on Facebook. So this is just like, but I'm going to say this. We all have different preferences. I like somebody who's funny. I like to be around, because I'm funny, and I like to make jokes, and some people take it, you know, out. They take it serious, and some people don't. They get it. Some people, that's just what it is. But I like a funny chick. I posted it on my threads today about some of the jokes. There's nothing sexier to me than a woman with a sense of humor. I don't give all that other thing with your body. That's all extra. That's cool. But the sense of humor to me is like, I'm ready to just damn near marry your ass on the spot. You know what I'm saying?
That's your number one.
That's my number one now.
Yeah, man, that's probably my number 3. Like I said,
Mhm.
consistency. You can be funny and
Consistency
not
too.
show up.
That's true.
You can be funny and
That's
not
true.
show up, and I'll be like, haha, you funny from afar, but you'll never be with me.
That's true.
You know?
There you go.
Consistency, I'll say that again, man. God, man, and genuinism can be developed, but consistency is my
Genuinism, I
number
like it.
one. Forget everything else, but that's just me.
Hey man, everybody on Facebook, follow us on YouTube at Rip
Yeah.
TV. Follow us
There you
on Kick, because we're doing a
Yes.
lot of our live streams there on Kick, because Kick don't give a shit. I
Yeah,
can play
we
my music.
can
I
do
can
whatever
say
we
what
wanna
I
do.
want. I can insult people. They can insult me,
There you
and
go.
I won't go to jail.
There you go.
So,
you can get
you know,
to a
because I'm about
battle.
to say something very controversial
Uh-oh.
that I'm going to log off Facebook to say.
Hey, man, what he says is not on me.
And I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of y'all not going to like it. So go to Rip
Oh,
TV
man.
on YouTube or Rip TV on Kick and say it. Facebook, I appreciate you. This is a rare thing. Yeah, I probably
Are
won't
we
do
going
it
to
again.
TikTok? I mean, TikTok always shows us love.
We can go to TikTok.
I mean, TikTok always shows us love. We love them guys.
We can-
like,
we
I
can
got
probably
people
do that.
always asking about us.
Well, you know what?
you
Let's
know,
do that.
on TikTok. Yeah, like the girls, the guys, everybody. Donations and all that. From
Well, I'll
last
tell you
time.
what, this
we don't
is what
even
we'll
know what
do.
those unicorns and whatever they said this last time
I don't know what
mean.
that shit-
I don't know what it
that-
means.
What is that shit? I was seeing crowns and donkey heads and
and Gryffindors.
doors and all. I'm like, what is this
Yeah,
shit
I was
mean?
like, whoa.
I don't know what none of
Oksana,
these.
help us.
I don't know. I don't know what none of these TikTok emojis are. People were
Right.
sending shit left. I'm like, thank you. Is that an insult? What is that?
Right.
Good?
Oh, if-
Am I getting paid for that? What the fuck is
Exactly.
this?
Do I owe you money
Right,
or
no,
did you pay me
yeah.
money?
So I tell you, this is what we'll do. We'll end everything. We're gonna go to
Right.
TikTok. So
Okay, yeah,
for
yeah,
those
yeah.
of you on Kick, thank you. For those of you on Facebook, thank you. If you report me, fuck you.
Oh my God.
For those of you on Kick, thank you for tuning in. For the rest of you, go to TikTok.
Hey
And it's
man,
at
we love
Rip-
everybody, man.
we
Love you
everybody.
guys. Yeah.
It's at Rip Radio on TikTok, not Rip TV. It's at Ripped Radio on
Radio.
TikTok. I'm gonna say something that a lot of people ain't gonna like, but a lot of dudes are thinking. Maybe yourself, maybe
Andrew
not.
Tate? Like Andrew Tate type
Oh,
of stuff?
you got to tune in. It's something a lot of dudes are thinking, and a lot of dudes are like, "Fuck it, this is what I'm doing from now on. Call me whatever." That I'm gonna tell you
Okay.
on TikTok that I'm kind of right.
I
with it.
like it though. I like it though. You got to have a couple different perspectives on these things, so
This is gonna be good.
we can tackle this.
Exactly. Follow us
together.
on TikTok, y'all, and we'll see you in a minute.
Yeah, some
Facebook,
truth-
go fuck yourself. We're
truth
logging
there.
off now. Facebook in. No, don't delete.
Oh man,
Oh fuck it, it's gone now. So
it's all good.
for the rest of y'all, follow us on TikTok. We'll be. What time is it now? It is 2:03. Give us 15 minutes.
Yeah.
10-15 minutes. We'll be live on TikTok. This is we going in.
Yeah, for sure. And we taking questions and
Taking
from-
questions.
from-
We might
from-
take a call or two.
Hey, there you go.